This is Dr. Rajesh Yadav from Department of Biochemistry, Galgotias University, and I have completed my PhD from All India Institute of Medical Science, New Delhi, and I have specialization in the neuroscience from Harvard University. So today we will discuss about the topic thermoregulation. So when we expose in the higher temperature, so at that time the receptor which is present in the blood and skin that will activate. So when the temperature uh, when the temperature become higher, this receptor will activate and it gives signal to the brain. And in the brain, the region hypothalamus, which is responsible for thirst, satiety center, hunger. So this region, especially in the hypothalamus, preoptic area region is present, and this preoptic area has become active. So in the preoptic area, some kinds of neurons present like warm sensitive neurons, and these warm sensitive neurons activate, and it reduces the signal by the heat dissipation mechanism. So like by the sweating and perspiration and reduce the metabolic rate. So in this way, it reduces the body temperature. So this is the structure of the epidermis and dermis where I have shown about sweat gland. So this is the sweat gland. We can show by the laser pointer here. So this is the sweat gland and it is present in the epidermis and dermis both. So this is part of the epidermis. It contains conified layer, granular layer, Malpighian layer, and here in the dermis include touch receptors, sweat glands, erector muscles. This is the sweat glands. So these are part in the dermis, and this is the hair follicle, and hair follicle hair it is going into the dermis. So most of the part of the hair is also inside the dermis. You can see here, and sebaceous gland, it is also present in the dermis. So I just wanted to show here that okay, how the sweat gland is located in the epidermis and the dermis. So next is regulating the body temperature on the cold day. So if you are exposed in the cold temperature, then what will be happen and how the body regulate the body temperature. So if we expose in the higher temperature, the receptor which is present in the skin that will be activated and it gives the signal to the brain, and in the brain hypothalamus region, in the hypothalamus preoptic area is present. And the preoptic area cold sensitive neuron is present that will activate, and it increase the body temperature by heat conservation mechanism like contraction of the hair follicles, erector pili muscles which are present in the hair. So the standing of the hair occur. As a result, the oxygen or gas will enter into the hairs and it will act as an insulator and protect the heat go outside of the skin, and by the shivering process, and in this way it reduce the sweating process. So in this way control the body temperature at the specific temperature like 37 degrees Celsius of the body. In the human especially, there is a range of the body temperature like 36.8 to 37.304. So uh, because the human is a homeothermal animal, so homeothermal animal has tendency to maintain the body temperature. So that is why human or mammals can maintain their body temperature like 37 degrees Celsius. Constant average temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. So we are maintaining this temperature. So it is also kind of the homeostasis. So in the brain especially, there's two type of neurons in the preoptic area like cold sensitive neuron and warm sensitive neuron. Especially warm sensitive neurons activate when we expose in the higher temperature, and cold sensitive neuron activate when we expose in the cold temperature. So when we expose in the cold temperature, the cold sensitive neuron activate, and different mechanism occur here like a goose flash phenomena. It is called hair standing also. So I have already discussed that air form the insulating layer and prevent the heat from the body to outside. So another process like vasoconstriction of the blood vessels occur. As a result, heat generate inside the body. Contraction of the erector pili muscles. So erector pili muscles is responsible for the hair standing in the hair follicle or shivering process especially. Ectoplasmus contraction occur as a result shivering occur. So by the shivering it generates the heat inside the body and it prevents the vasodilation and prevents sweating. So these are the mechanisms of the cold sensitivity on how the body temperature maintained. So there are another type of the channel which is also responsible for the temperature regulation. This is called TRP channel or transient receptor potential cation channel. So TRPP channel is basically like transient receptor potential vanillite channels. These are of 6 type, but only TR type 1 to type 4 is responsible for the temperature because they are activated at different range of the temperature. So these are called thermosensitive channel. So if we talk about the specific channel like TRPV1 channel, TRPV1 channel is also responsible for the temperature regulation. Its role in the pain receptor has also been shown here, but I'm not going to detail about the pain receptor because our focus is at this time of the temperature. So TRP1 temperature is also present in the skin, tongues and various parts of the body like including hypothalamus or pubic area. And in the same way, TRP4 channel is also present in the pubic area and Yadav et al. In 2017, this is my study where I have shown that TRP4 has responsible for the temperature regulation. So we can go detail about the TRP4 channel. Like TRP4 is a uh, non-selective cationic channel. Non-selective means it is not only allow the calcium ion, it can also allow the sodium or potassium ion. But basically, it allow the calcium ion. So major calcium ion is allowed through this channel, but it is non-selective cationic channel. So it is involved in various functions, and if this channel deformation occurs, so various disease has also been seen. So its function in the regulation of systemic osmotic pressure, that is the important function of the TRP4 channel that was first discovered, and after that the role of this TRP4 in different function has been observed. So its role in the vascular functions in liver, intestinal, renal and bladder function. In skin, it acts as a barrier function and is response to skin to ultraviolet B radiation in growth and structural integrity of the skeleton. And its role also has been seen in joints, in airways and lung infection, in inner ear functions and pain. So that means TRP4 channel has various role inside the body, but in the body temperature, its role also has been observed. So, so the role of this TRP4 channel was observed by activating this channel because in the preoptic area we have localized this TRP4 channel by the immunohistochemistry and given the injection of TRP4 agonist, it is a GSK 101670 injection, and it has been seen that body temperature decrease. And when we have introduced the microinjection of TRP4 channel in the preoptic area, and we have shown that body and brain temperature increases. So this study revealed that this TRP4 channel role has in the thermoregulation. Thank you.